Please turn left in 57.2 feet.
Pull over, just pull over. Okay, you know what? The guy at the gas station said to just keep going straight.
I don't care what he said. The GPS should never fail.
Just figure something out. I'm scared.
Rechtsabend Machsnil.
What is that? Is that German?
I don't speak German. I pulled over, now what?
Recalculating.
For the last time, Tom, this is not working. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Just stay calm. We can figure this out. What do people do before GPS?
Phones. We have cell phones. Just ask Siri.
Really? Why didn't I think about that? Siri, hey, we are incredibly lost. Can you please help us out?
I'm really sorry about this, Brian, but your GPS is a close personal friend of mine. Please follow his directions.
We're all dead.
Thank you, Siri.
Look at time out, guys. We can figure this out. I mean, what do people do before cell phones?
We'll have to conserve food until the rescue choppers get here. I'll take stock.
Okay, you know what, you guys, we just need to calm down, because the best thing that you could do in a disaster situation is just to stay calm.
Make a U-turn, you dummies.
Okay, nothing I do works.
Ketchup. Excellent. This'll keep our blood sugar up.
I never told my mom how much I loved her. I'm just looking for a little clear direction.
Wait, guys, what day is it? Saturday? Surely people are going to notice when we're not in church this weekend.
Recalculating.
Recalculating?
Or next weekend.
Turn right now.
Hey guys, we're gonna die here. We are all gonna die.
Oh, guys, you made it. I figured you'd just walk. It's 2 blocks away.
George Bernard Shaw said, "No question is so difficult as that to which the answer is obvious." You know, the question of God's will for our lives is not a small matter. In fact, perhaps it's one of the most important questions in the world. And for that reason, many people are scared to death that they're going to miss it and going to end up in some dead end. But just because it's important doesn't mean that it has to be difficult. In fact, God has gone to great lengths to reveal His will to us. He wants us to discover it more than we want to discover it ourselves. You know, I heard an interesting story about a farmer that lived on a farm in North Carolina that his family had owned for many decades. They had cultivated that land for generations, year after year, sowing and reaping in the same fields. Then one day the farmer died, and after being in the family for more than 200 years, the property was sold to one of the neighbors. And as the new farmer was walking in the field, he saw a large, unusual-looking rock just barely sticking up out of the ground. He dug it up, he began to examine it, and he could immediately see that this was no ordinary rock, but some kind of a gemstone. So he took it to a jeweler in the town where he lived, and the jeweler confirmed what the farmer already suspected, that this unusual-looking rock was actually a large, uncut emerald that has since proven to be worth several $million. Now think about this. That emerald was in the field all along, just waiting for somebody to come along and discover it. For generations, farmer after farmer had worked in that field. Undoubtedly, they had seen it thousands of times before, but they'd overlooked it because to the casual observer, it appeared to be nothing more than an ordinary rock. You know, when we discover something, we're actually uncovering or finding something that was already in existence, but that we were unaware of previously. Many people are frantically seeking God's will for their lives, but just like our slightly insane friends that thought they were lost when they were actually sitting in the parking lot of their desired destination, what many people are seeking for is right under their nose, but they continue to look for it because they don't recognize it. My friend, how true it is that oftentimes the most difficult questions have the most obvious answers. The reality is that you're probably a lot closer to discovering God's will than you realize.